it's Rachel with Rachel's Truth. I just realized that I've been driving for now 40 minutes now, and I'm like, wait, I could be recording a video. I'm on my way to Miami for my first day as a school nurse. Oh, my hip. Gotta get used to this driving thing. So I wanted to come on real quick and just follow up in regards to the Mercedes and Chris ordeal. This will be the last video. I'm hoping that I even touch on this topic, but I wanted to come back and make sure you like the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed, comment, leave a comment below after, during, after the video. Let me know what you think, and share this video. So I just wanted to come on because, okay, Mercedes, I know I mentioned in the last video, she had posted her medical records. Well, not just, the actual records, but just
red light, camera ahead.
A glimpse of what her diagnoses were when she went to the hospital on that day. I guess that was October. So the diagnoses mentioned something about bleeding, and it mentioned something about a miscarriage. That was like the third diagnosis. I can't recall what the middle one was. So my whole thing with that is, okay, she went to the extent that she felt like she needed to prove herself. I hope I didn't miss my turn. She went to the extent where she thought that she needed to prove herself because Chris had posted, that she lied and so on and so forth. So she posted that to prove that she was indeed pregnant. But the theory that I came up with, because I like to play a little bit of devil's advocate, of course, there's a possibility that Chris is making this all up. He has psych issues, blah, 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 right? But then on the opposite end, you have to take in consideration that this woman was actually about to marry him, even after everything that happened in the public and, that transpired openly. She was actively about to marry him and went to the court 2 weeks ago to marry him. So it's just like, I'm not really buying anything that she's selling. So, I can't fully believe her or trust her. You know what I mean? Because you were just about to marry this same man that now you're calling mental. So, who's really mental?
Hazard reported ahead on NW 27th Avenue in a quarter mile. You're still on the fastest route.
So that was my whole thing. Okay, I can't even really trust what she's saying because she was just about to marry this man, right? And she knows how he is and, what he's capable of and, whatever. So she was saying, she was showing her results or whatever. And in my mind as a nurse, I'm thinking okay, well, you can go to the hospital and while you're on your period, if you're really that grimy, and basically tell them that you were pregnant and now you're bleeding. And especially if you're early on and you're not showing yet, you can do that. And some hospitals will do a sonogram, make sure that the fetus is not there in the uterus, make sure that there's no fetus in the fallopian tubes, and then that's it. Some places won't even do that. Some places won't even suggest that you go to the hospital, especially that it's early on, unless you're having some kind of extreme pain, right? So it just really depends. And someone commented oh, no, they do a pregnancy test on you, they do this, they do that. Not all places do all of that because it's not even really necessary unless you're going through some type of pain like I just, mentioned or whatever. Or if you ask for it, And then also if you go, you can also refuse things. So that's why I was just okay, well, she could have easily gone to the hospital during her menses, when she got her menses, and been look, I was pregnant, I'm bleeding. And they would have still written that down as one of her diagnoses, miscarriage, because they're not the doctor who confirmed her pregnancy, nor are they going to reach out to that doctor. Like, it doesn't work like that. These doctors don't talk to each other. And they're not going to think, okay, this lady is coming in here lying because she's trying to show someone that she was pregnant, right? Like, no one is thinking like that. These doctors are here to practice medicine, and that's what they do. They practice medicine. So it's not like they know what your motives are. Like, if you come to the emergency room, you know, you just have to look at the scenario, especially like when, you know, like you're sick and you need a doctor's note and you go to the doctor, or maybe you're not sick, and you just need a note and you just go to the doctor's office and you get a note. It's the same scenario in my mind. So that's just me playing a little bit devil's advocate, because it doesn't really prove anything. She's just showing you that she got a diagnosis of a miscarriage. Granted, it could have really happened, but the whole situation is messy, right? So it's not like I'm just gonna take Chris's word or her word. I don't even know her. I don't know her. I know Chris more than I know her, right? I know that Chris actually talks too much, and he actually is very upfront and honest, especially when he was dealing with Paige, of his feelings and how he felt. He was very vocal. So in my mind, it makes me think that he tells the truth, and he tells too much of the truth. So, but do I know him personally? No. So I don't know if he's just doing this to spite her or whatever, because that is also a possibility. So at this point, I'm neither believing Chris or Mercedes, because I can't even trust. I don't trust them. Like, it's too messy. The fact that she was about to marry him, the fact that he is doing all of this and he goes in and out of just putting all this stuff out there on social media, can't do it. No, he needs to just focus on therapy, and she needs to do therapy as well. They don't need to deal with each other. Even though everybody's like, oh, they deserve each other. I can understand why you would feel that, but they don't need. It's just too much toxicity. It's just too much. It's way too much. So I hope they get the help that they need and stay off of social media with their problems. I was just talking to my mother, and she was just saying how people just put all of this stuff on social media. I used to be that person. Not all this stuff.
Stay in the second or third lane from right.
Years ago. I mean, I don't do it anymore because I'm wiser, but it's just like, you gotta keep this stuff off of social media. It's not necessary. Not everybody needs to know your business, because when we put it out there, then people have an opinion, and then they're going to voice their opinion, and then you're going to get mad because people are voicing their opinion, but you put it out there, right? So that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to touch on that right real quick. You know, Chris has now deleted all the posts, and he's apologized for putting business out there, apologized to Paige. He posted a picture of him and Paige, and apologized to her openly, publicly, and he apologized again. And then I guess he kind of apologized to Mercedes for that he could have handled it differently and didn't have to put it all out there. But it is what it is. But he's still saying that it's true. And he apologized to Pastor Dwight, I believe his name is, openly, saying that you were right, referring to Mercedes, how he did question it when he was sitting down with Paige. He questioned it, but he had also questioned it in a text message between the two of them, that like, all of a sudden she's pregnant, don't trust her, so on and so forth. So for the pastor to say that, it's almost like, you know, he's assessing character. So he may have heard things prior, and he's going based off of that. And then also with the timing of everything, all of a sudden he's getting married, or he was married, and now she's pregnant. You understand? So it's kind of like, why would you just off bat believe that information just because it's being presented to you? Granted, he said what he said, and he thought it was the truth, whatever. So yeah, so we're back to square one. Chris has some praying hands on his Instagram as his post, his only post, and everything else is probably archived or whatever. And we're back to square one. So hopefully we don't hear anything for a while, and we can just focus on finishing season 13. I can't wait until it's over. I'm trying to think. I got to think about a couple of things that I may want to come back and talk about, but I'll come back. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know what you think about all of this mess. Leave a comment below. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Like this video and share. Sharing is caring. All right, guys. Have a good day. Bye.